Yeah, hi. Al. So in this video, we are going to be discuss something interesting concept with respect to the SQL is joins. So the joins are very important whenever you are working with two different tables or three different tables, so that you will encounter the joins going to be happen with respect to the two different tables by using the keys. So let me introduce this concept why we are using the joins firstly, and what are the advantages to using the joins with respect to the any two tables. So you require to attach or require to get the information from the T1 or table 1 and also the table 2. You had a key with the corresponding some ID maybe in the table 1, the table 2. So yeah, this is same IDs, okay. I mean whatever the unique IDs we had corresponding, this is called as primary keys. We can also call it as primary keys. We already learned these concepts, right? Primary keys. So primary keys is going to be help to join. So we have different joins. One is, let me take this diagram. Yeah. So we have different joins. So one is inner join, and another is this is the inner join. This is the inner join, and another is outer join or full join, you can also call it as, and something left join and right joins. So what will happen in the inner join? So in the inner join, if you're already aware of the some of the union sets in your 11th and 12th grade, this is very straightforward. If you take this as a Venn diagrams, what will happen with respect to the A and B sets? So whoever the points are belongs to A table and whoever the points belongs to the B table, those are common area. So these common area is the values is going to be get from the inner join. So I need only the few information with respect to the IDs will be matched. So I will take the consideration. Remaining, I won't take or I will ignore those values. At the time, I will use the inner join. That is very helpful whenever you require only for the intercalated with respect to the different data points you have in the A and B tables. Similarly, in the outer join or full join, we may also call it as whatever the information with respect to the T1 and also the T2 table consist of, it will be completely joined by using the keys. So you will get all information without discarding. You will get all the information without discarding in this join. So this is very helpful at the time you are going to be encounter with corresponding the inner join or the full outer join, we can also call it as. So this time is very helpful. And something called as a left join. So eventually what will happen is left join, whoever having the information in the table 1 and whoever having the information in the table 2 will go and check that first. Okay, we'll go and check that first. So ID1 consists of 143 and ID in the table T2. This is the coming from table T1, this is coming from table T2. So whoever having the same kind of the information, the ID is going to be matched. It will be retrieve the data, first point. It will retrieve the data, first point. Second, whoever having the values in the left side, it will be get. So you can see in this Venn diagram, you will able to understand. This is something looks like A minus B. A minus B. That means you will get only A. Only if you even aware of some of the sets, set A minus set B, you will eventually get as set A. So whatever common information you will be get and what exactly the different information from the A you're going to be get, and you can discard the B table. This portion you can discard this portion. So this portion you cannot find anywhere with corresponding the different values we had. Again, in the right join also will be the same thing. It's going to be looks like as B minus A. So where you will get as B from the sets perspective, I can say. So the B values consist of some of the common elements with regarding all the B values. And one more disadvantage in the left and right join is you will encounter null values. For you will encounter null. Suppose I have a data set which consists of different count. Suppose I have a count with the table 1 is 405. Let's take I have a count of 405 and table T consists of 300 only. The count of the records or count of the rows. So at the time you join with the left join, what will happen eventually, it will create the left join with 405 values, with 405 values, which is a left join. But in the right join, what will happen eventually, it will create 300 and the remaining all part discarded. At the time of joining the left join, it will create null values if you don't have the values corresponding to that. In the right join also, if you don't have the values corresponding to the 105 values, it will create the null values for that if you don't have the values. So corresponding to this type of example, you will get null values in the right join. You'll get right values in the right join. So this is one of the disadvantages whenever you want to join any kind of left join. That doesn't matter, return all the records from the left table and match the records also from the right table. That's it.